Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Belated Happy Easter, Happy Bihu, Happy Vishu, and of course Baisakhi ki lakh lakh badaiyan. Yesterday was Easter, and I celebrated Easter amidst the lockdown. What I did in the morning was call up my parents. When I did a FaceTime with them, with my dad, they were actually participating in the Holy Communion, an online Holy Communion. And I wish them all the best for Easter. What I missed on Easter was my mom's yummy cooking, so that is something that I really missed out on. But then, as they say, it's important to stay at home. It's the lockdown season, so here's wishing you again a belated Happy Easter.
Hi all, so today is the first day of Rongali Bihu, and like many other Assamites, I'm away from home, working from home. So I just video call my family, my mom, my brother to wish them a new year. I hope this new year brings a lot of love, a lot of health, and a lot of happiness in all our lives. Very happy Rongali Bihu. Rongali Bihu bahut morom ar shubhechha jasilu.
Hello everyone, I'm Anand. I'm actually doing this video from Pondicherry. Today is Tamil New Year Eve here. While locals have thronged to market, I'm home today, tomorrow, and even until 30th April. For Tamil New Year, we usually have an extravagant lunch and a small puja. But I see that we'll give up on it this time, and I'm going to relax at home with watching television. Anevarikkum Puthandu Nalvarthikal. So be home, stay safe, and have fun.
Pana Sankranti is the traditional New Year in Odisha. People celebrate it by drinking panna, and that's why the name. Panna is a drink made from boiling raw mango pulp. I'm half an Odia. I come from the Baisakhi district, which is close to the Abdul Kalam Island, where DRDO performs the missile test. Happy Pana Sankranti.
Hello all, so in a day we will be having our Bengali New Year, that is Poila Boishakh. Generally every year we celebrate Poila Boishakh either on 14th or on 15th of April, depending on the Bengali calendar of that very year. So this year we all are a little grounded due to this virus induced lockdown, but for me every year I work on this day, and this year also I will work, just that the difference is I'll work from home, and every year we just take a bit time out for a dinner get together with family and friends. This year there is no such scope, so I'll be working from home. Just we will also be missing out on that Choitro sale, that happens between 15th March and 15th April in Bengal. It's a very big discount sale that happens. So this year that's not happening. So yes, that's not there. But apart from that, since our Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee allowed our sweetmeat shops to operate for restricted hours, so Bengali will not miss out on Mishti, and no Bengali perhaps on earth can think to celebrate Poila Boishakh without having Rasgulla or Sandesh.
Baisakhi di lakh lakh badai. In Punjab, Baisakhi is a very important festival for two reasons. First, of course, is that it is the beginning of the harvest season. We are growing wheat here, and this is the time when wheat is harvested. Punjab is called the food bowl of the nation. Last year we contributed more than 183 lakh metric tons of wheat to the nation's kitty. Apart from wheat, the harvest of mustard also happens around this time, and that is also the reason that the color yellow is associated with Baisakhi, because of the mustard fields and the golden wheat harvest as well. The second and also an equally significant reason why Baisakhi is celebrated in Punjab in such a big way is the creation of the Khalsa happened on this day in 1699. The last Guru of the Sikhs, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he created the Khalsa at Anandpur Sahib. It's a milestone in Sikh history. The Sikhs that we know of now, or the Sikhism as we know of it now, has its origin on that date. Of course, in normal times, people would be flocking to Gurdwaras. There is a very big mela that happens in Anandpur Sahib every year, and people go to see that mela, especially people from villages and everywhere. We have Nagar Kirtans, we have Of course, kite flying is also a very big activity or an associated with this festival. It happens mainly in Malwa, in the areas of Ludhiana and Bathinda and Firozpur. This year things are very different because we have a very strict curfew in Punjab, which has now been extended till May 1st. And we have no exemptions. There are no curfew exemption hours per se. Everything, all the essentials are being delivered at home. And apart from the harvesting, for which a lot of arrangements have been made by the government to ensure that it happens smoothly, people are not allowed to go out. So nobody is going to the gurdwaras this year. There has been no Nagar Kirtan. Kites, there are no kites in the sky that one can see. There was a time when kites used to be, because people have not been probably able to buy kites, though they have all the time in the world to fly them right now. But there was a time when kites used to be made at home. So kites is also called guddi. So in fact, the paper with which the kite is made is called guddi kagaz, and that is it's something like a tracing paper with a lot of beautiful colors. And people used to mix atta with water and make a levi, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਟੇ ਦੀ levi. And with that they used to stick chadu de that jhadu which you have a dandi, so that those dandis used to be taken out. And I remember that thing we had done when we were kids with my father. But now, of course, very few people know how to make kites at home, and so we are not seeing any kites here this year. Gurdwara, nobody is able to go. The Gurdwaras are open because Gurdwaras are preparing langar for people who have migrant labor, or the people who are very poor living in colonies. The police goes and gets the cooked food from the Gurdwaras and is distributing it. So Gurdwaras are open, but people are not going. There is, of course, no mithai. So I think at home my mother is going to make some kada prasad, which is what you get as prasad when you go to a Gurdwara. It's a delicious meetha thing which you make of atta or suji, and you put a lot of ghee in it and a lot of sugar in it. It's made very simply, but it's still very delicious and, of course, very, very nourishing. So my mother is going to prepare that, and while she does it, she gives it a modern touch, that she plays some kirtan or a part on the mobile, and after that, of course, we are all going to have it. So that's Baisakhi in Corona times for you, and hope you have a good day.
Well, just as you celebrate Bihu and Baisakhi, Vishu is extremely important for the Malayalis, because this is the first day of the month of Medam, which is the beginning of the astrological calendar, and Vishu is celebrated on the first day. There's also an interesting ritual which takes place on Vishu. Early in the morning, Vishu Pulari as it's called, the young ones, I would literally take my son as soon as he wakes up from bed, close his eyes, and bring him in front of a group of auspicious things. Now, why it is important is that this signifies prosperity and hope that the entire year will be in such a way that it will bring in health, prosperity to everybody, not just your family but your community as well. So when the child opens his or her eyes, an assortment of things will be seen that includes the nilavadakku, which is the traditional lamps. You will also see lots of things, including vegetables, fruits, the konnupu, which is a traditional flower in Kerala, which is used for a lot of auspicious, be it a marriage, be it a festival. And then you would have some money and coconut and lemon put inside a uruli or a metal pot, which is one of the things that will be presented there. The child's eyes will be open to that, and the first thing that they should see as part of their Vishukani should be something extremely auspicious. So, kept that aside, once that is done, then typically another thing that most people look forward to on Vishu is what is called the Vishu Kainitam. Now, this is a handover that is given by the elders to the younger ones. In the olden days, it used to be coins, but now as the years have progressed, any denomination of currency is accepted. Even new notes of the 2,000 rupees also is accepted. But that is given usually as a sign of prosperity to let the children know that they can not only learn to save it, but also prosper as they progress in life. Inevitable part of any festival in Kerala is the sadhya, or the feast with multiple items, food items on a banana leaf. That is usually the lunch that is prepared, and that largely, if you see, is how Vishu is celebrated in most homes. But during the times of COVID here. While I live here in Bangalore, I work out of home also. This year, Vishu will be definitely muted, also because this is a fight that we are fighting against an entire war across the world, and one hopes that one comes out triumphant. There's prosperity on the other side of this. So while one prays on the day of Vishu, one hopes that it not only brings in prosperity, it also brings health to people across the world. And in my house also, usually this year also, it would be the Sadhya wouldn't happen. You would rather wait for Onam, by when one expects that the entire pandemic would have also moved away and people would have started healing. That's the whole point, right? Because when you pray to the gods, you hope that it not only brings in prosperity, it brings in wealth, it also brings in health. And this time, that is what everybody is hoping for. And typically, we've also, a part of Kainitam is when you give that money, it will be going towards the COVID funds, because we expect and we hope that that will help to contribute to people and work towards helping some other person, because in the end we're living in a community, and that's what festivals are for. We stand together as a community and fight against anything unitedly. So while ensuring and making sure that we maintain social distances, this time Vishu definitely is going to be muted, but at the same time we're hoping that by the time this year progresses, and as the new year progresses, especially in a lot of these calendars that we follow in India, in Indian culture, things would slip back to normalcy and there will be a lot more happiness again. And as they say back here on the day of Vishu, Ellavarukkum Hridaya Naranja Vishu Ashamsagal. Our heartfelt Vishu wishes to everybody.